The journey's just begun. Pokemon, more the better. Pokemon, Team Rocket's on the run. Pokemon, we're friends forever. You've got the power right in your hands. They'll evolve before your eyes. A world of magic at your command. You can be a master if you try.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, this is the closest that technical problems have come to nearly making my stream late in starting. It was definitely late in terms of me going on live for my my live for my hold screen. No, I just grabbed my gamepad that I plug into my dock from my analog pocket. I just grabbed that now. So, let's set the timer for... I do want to have... Hold on, where's my timer app? Here we go. So, set it for 12 minutes. There we go. That's a good amount of time. Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday. I'm Super Train Station H, autistic gamer and writer, and we're going to be playing a little Pokemon Pinball before we go and try and liberate the Sylph building. And yeah, and Clock was saying happy first Saturday of March. Yeah, you can tell that idea I had to stream, have the last month of each stream, or the last stream of each month, be a magazine centric stream where I'll read from that month's magazine articles from 1996 for the 30-year anniversary of the year 1996. That didn't really work out. I'm much more interested in getting through Pokemon. There are too many games I want to get to. I've waited too long to play Pokemon. Well, actually, I specifically wanted to wait till a lot of things came together, and the time I started playing Pokemon back in late 2024 was the time that happened, but it is now 2026. I think it's time for us to move on to a lot of the other games I wanted to showcase. And for that to happen, we gotta beat the game. With Pokemon Red's gonna end up being, I'd say we're about 75% of the way through the game at this point. And Pokemon Red's gonna end up being the second ever RPG we ever completed. The first RPG we ever finished on stream was Paper Mario for Nintendo 64, which was back in 2021. And it's going to be the case that it's probably going to be a while before we get to another RPG. It's no secret, well, actually it is. I haven't said which games I want to play yet. For a while, I wanted to focus on the Mario games next. I know Mario Day's coming up. I'm gonna stick to my Saturday schedule right now, and I'm not even like set up to play any Mario games. What was the last Mario? I mean, the last Mario games I played on stream were Super Mario Land 1 and 2. I played Super Mario Land. Like, Super Mario Land 1 is one of those games that I will just occasionally just turn on and just beat it in the course of about an hour. It takes like 40 minutes to an hour for me to beat Super Mario Land 1. I only played through Super Mario Land 2 a single time, and I got all the way to the last stage, and it was just kicking my butt. So this had to be back in like 2023 at the absolute most recent, if not all the way back in 2022, because it was definitely in the my CamTuber era. But I was playing it on Analog Pocket, the system I'm playing Pokemon Pinball on right now. So it was after I got the Analog Pocket, but before I went to mostly using my VTuber model. So it gives you the window when I was playing through it. But yeah, that last level, I have a strong memory of like being with my mom in a grocery store the first time I beat Super Mario Land 2, and I'm like, yeah, I remember back then, it took me a lot of tries to get through that last stage. But idea that I beat that game, that very fierce, unforgiving platforming challenges in Wario's Castle, that being the last stage of Super Mario Land 2. I somehow managed to do that, I wasn't a toddler, but I did beat it, you know, tagging along behind my mom, holding my original model Game Boy in my hands back in the 90s. Wowie wow. Doggone. Oh yeah, I had problems with everything. I had problems with the microphone, I had problems with the capture card for the first time ever. Because I plugged it into a different USB port, so my broadcast software was like, oh no, the broadcast software can't see a capture card, so I had to mess with that. It was quite exciting. But why is my... Hold on. And Clagboy saying Mario Day's coming up next Tuesday. Any chance for a special stream? Nah, I'm gonna keep to my current layout, my current schedule for now. And if I did do any additional streams, they would be focused on Pokemon at this point, because I do want to get through this. Why does my model... You know what? Why is... Okay. I gotta... Very slightly... Okay. Okay. Alright, we're good. We're good. I don't know... No. I have to do it... Close... There we go. Alright, we're... Alright, we're good. Yeah, somehow my, window for my, motion capture software got a little larger than normal. It skewed me to the side a bit. Okay. And... Yeah, no, when I get back to 2D Mario, the first thing I want to do is get into Super Mario Brothers. Because I never beat that game. I want to give Super Mario Brothers another shot. And the video, like all my sort of educational materials, such as it were, for Super Mario Brothers, I still have like the videos I prepared and things like that. I still have all that. So, hey, Ghastly, nice. We definitely want to catch this. Ghastly's very cool. I've never seen their Pokemon Pinball portrait before. As a gas Pokemon that shifts between dimensional membranes, I'm kind of surprised that my Pokeball Pinball could hit them. But that just, I take that as Ghastly wants to hang out with us. Ghastly wants to be our friend. And we caught her. Cool. Yeah, there's not really any sense of suspense. But when you catch Pokemon, like if they go in the Pokeball, you're gonna catch them in this game. But yeah, we're in Lavender Town. Yeah, we former home of Cubone's mom. So I wonder if you get Ketchum mode while you have this the Great Ball upgrade. You see our Pokeball changed. One aspect that's not really you can't really tell it with the in-game graphics, but the different models of Pokeball you use in the Pokemon games, you can't tell it at this point, especially in black and white. But they actually have different colors. The traditional Pokeball is red and white. The Great Ball, known as the Super Ball in Japan, is blue with a white bottom. The Ultra Ball, or I believe it's called Hyper Ball in Japan, it is a black with a yellow H on the top. Then the Master Ball is purple with two like darker purple like circles in the letter M. Oh, this is our chance to make it out of Lavender Town, home of all the spooky, scary ghosts. I did not realize I was working. Oh, come on, come on. Ah, okay. Okay, okay. That was. All right, now we got to get into the. Oh wait. Oh no, I have to. They want me to get those targets on the side. No, I went down. I went up the wrong chute. Nice, nice. No, come on. Nice. We did it. We went to Cerulean City with 1 second to spare. I definitely say that's something we can be proud of today. Okay. With about 3 minutes left. About 3.5 minutes left before. Hey, this is our last H stream of standard time. because we're about to shift to daylight time in most of North America that observes daylight savings. And I was explaining, it's like really hard to wrap your head around in a way, because you think, oh, summertime and wintertime. It's like, no, the time you are, a lot of people think of summertime as like, oh, like time's gonna turn normal again. But no, what happens in the spring, we enter daylight savings time, and time is now altered. The standard time is the time that we have in winter. Like right now, like I'm on the East Coast of the United States, so we're in the Eastern time zone. So we are in what is called Eastern Standard Time. Later this weekend, at like I think 2 a.m. on Sunday, we are going to enter daylight savings time, I think, and yeah, we're gonna go from Eastern Standard Time to Eastern Daylight Time. So we will be on an altered schedule compared to the actual like formal international standard. Now I'll go on the blue table for the 2 minutes we have left. Start from Vermilion. I never noticed the graphics for Vermilion before. I wonder if different cities have different are unique to different tables. Glagboy saying they prefer daylight savings since there's more sun. They feel like you can get more done. No, no. A lot of people say that if they want to just stick to one time and have it stay that way. If we quote unquote abolish daylight savings time, it will permanently be on winter time, and the only time in the day, like the daylight shift, is going to be entirely due to just the tilt of the planet in relation to the sun as the Earth goes on its orbit around the sun. But if we were to go on permanent daylight savings time, then we would be on permanent summer time with more time of more daylight in the evening. So yeah, it's a lot of people have different feelings about it. I just hope they keep the time synchronization towers active, but things are so wild these days that I'm kind of surprised they're even still in service. Okay, so is this an opportunity to go to next? What is go to end of ball bonus? Yeah, so Kalakaboy, I didn't get to watch that video you sent. Yeah, I was having a normal stream prep sequence and wasn't panicking. I did not know for sure. Yeah, there's certain states don't observe daylight savings in the US. And then it doesn't help that certain states are straddled across multiple time zones, which makes it even more complicated. Alright, so we can go ahead and swap this cartridge out. Yeah, it doesn't help that certain time zones are straddled between multiple states. Okay. Pop that Pokemon Red cartridge in. We can get started with our, okay, 15. No, where's my I keep losing my timer in my, start menu. Let's set 48 minutes. Should do it. There we go. And we'll get started. Okay. Here we go. Yeah, no, the idea, like, when I was first playing Pokemon Red, if someone told me that, without context, of course, but that I would have a weekly show where multiple people watch me play Pokemon each week, I would be like total. Oh, you know what? I have to switch my layout. There we go. There we go. So here's our Pokemon team. We got Yeah, we could put Jigglypuff down at the... 37. Yeah, we'll put Jigglypuff down there. Everyone else is at level 37. We are certainly well stocked on items. Yeah, we did a lot of shopping at the end of last stream. Oh, well, I'll see if I learn anything I don't know. I mean, I know the framing of the video is one of those things that kind of has me concerned, without having seen it yet. Because the framing, and the thing is, you make a video with a provocative title and thumbnail to get people to click it. Like, I understand that much. Like, I'm not begrudging them that alone. But it's the framing of it is one of those things that would make someone be reasonably concerned that it's going to be presented in a judgmental manner. Okay, so that brought us here. So what we did last time, for if anyone's just joining up with us, last time around, we went and went through every floor of the Sylph building and every area that can be accessed without using the warp tiles. Alright, so this is going to be a new area. Oh, this looks like a hostage. I wonder if Sylph is finished. Oh, come on. I'm just walking around, mashing the A button right now, looking for items. Darn, it needs a card key. Alright. So now we'll try... Okay, that's... Alright, so we warped right next to us. You look evil. Okay, we already defeated you. Can you solve the maze in here? I don't know, we'll find out. Yeah, I never took this approach to, trying to navigate this area before. Looks like a hostage is back there. Now, because I know, like, one of the things that I hear when I tell people I write, like, animal poems is like, wait, aren't you, like, too old for that? You're a grown adult. And then my whole thing is, like, Dr. Seuss was over 50 when he wrote The Cat in the Hat, and that's literally an anthropomorphic animal poem with illustrations. So, like, the whole sense of, like, yeah, who do you think's writing all of this stuff? It's definitely not little kids. Now, little kids can do some pretty metal stuff, but, you know, hold on, this is so interesting, because I never tried to, yeah, what I did was I first went through here, and I accessed all the parts of the building. Let me start from the ground floor. Okay. Oh wow, we got pretty high. Wow, okay, so we were near the top floor almost for a second. Alright, so we got that one. And let's see what's over here. Over here to the left. So this one I don't think we used before. Oh no, we did. We've been here. We've used those two tiles before. And this is just a couple of beds up here, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm getting a feel for... Because we're going to get very lost very quickly unless we are able to keep close track of where we have and have not been. Alright. Remember the door with the... There's a single rock guy... No. Okay, so this is a new area. We haven't been through here yet today. We've been through here before. We've defeated all the trainers. And there's Gary MF Oak up there. We'll eventually find our way to him. Now, I'm looking at my team. I really don't have... Okay. I have Gyarados who knows Surf, I believe. But I don't really have any water Pokemon. So I'm thinking we have an opportunity to get a Lapras given to us later on, and I wonder if it's a good idea to raise them. At one point I was thinking about making a point to raise a sort of Sea Serpent themed team, but right now I'm not so sure if that's like time efficient, or if it would be wiser to just play with the team we've been raising up to this point. Alright, now one of the things we are looking for to progress is the key card to open all these locked doors. Exploiting weak spots does work. Think about element types. Thanks for the tip, Professor Hojo. Alright. Oh wait, do I have to... It's not smart to pick a fight with Team Rocket. Yeah, but I'm only 10, so I don't know any better. We worked on the ultimate Pokeball, which would catch anything. Alright, so... let's try this pad here. Ah, a new trainer. A child intruder? That must be you! Rocket wants to fight. No, but I'm very interested in watching that video, but like, there are little light videos I could put on and ignore while I get ready for the stream, but the technical problem, I did not know until 3 minutes before, until about 3 or 4 minutes before I actually, no, I didn't know until 20 seconds before I actually hit live, with only 3 minutes left on my start screen instead of my normal 10, that I would actually be able to start the stream on time. It was a very harrowing kind of setup day. I had some appointments earlier, so I was not in the apartment getting ready like I normally would. And even when I have all the time in the world, I somehow end up doing other things that I really ought, and kind of saving up the actual stream setup till the last 90 minutes or so, and having all kinds of problems and thinking, like, darn it, I should have started earlier, but fortunately, well, this time it was rougher than usual, and I just barely managed to pull it off, but I'm glad I was able to do by my audience and start the stream when I said I would. I forgot. Okay, it's another sand slash. Oh no, it's sand shrew. Now it's a sand slash. Okay. So in 40 minutes, I'll do my first, it's so interesting, just, you know, like, oh, I gotta scratch my ear and things like that, and just seeing it translate over to the model. Kalaka Boy, you have redeemed the Sodor lore reading. So for 1 or 2 minutes, I have to take because there's no way to pause the game in such a way that the sound will stop. We do need the sound to stop for a moment. Oh no, that is not our lore book. So today we are going to read a bit. We're going to read more about Skarloey, the lake in the woods. Its existence had been kept secret for centuries. Here, during the resistance of 1263 to 1404, when Sudrians under successive regents fought off the claims of the Scots and of other occupying powers, the regents made their headquarters. Women and children gathered here for safety, while their menfolk took to the hills in guerrilla warfare. The wounded were brought here to be tended, and the warm springs were found to have curative properties. There's evidence that the place was put into similar use during the Cromwellian occupation of 1645 to 1660, and again following the uprisings of 1715 and 1745. Jacobites on the run were sheltered here till they could escape to safety, but in the century that followed, the secret of its location had died with those who held it, till chance disclosed it once more. The years since 1953 have brought changes to Skarloey. Its sheltered situation and mineral springs have made it something of a spa, and the growing number of people elect to spend the winter here. The population includes residents as well as those catering for anglers and other visitors. There are 3 good hotels. The Shar on the waterfront holds the fishing rights and is naturally favored by fishermen. It has its own clientele who book in regularly year after year. For visitors with other interests, we would recommend either the Sanctuary or the Sir Harold. Both of them have been named in allusion to the use of locality in former times. The grounds of the latter can be seen the foundations of a 13th century dwelling, which it is claimed that Sir Harold used. So, yes, so thank you, Kalaka Boy, for redeeming the Sodor lore reading and giving me the opportunity to enlighten myself and my viewers with some more deep lore from the world of Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends. And yes, that was actual, official, canonical Thomas the Tank Engine lore that I just read. It was not real-life history. Yeah, the lore behind the original Thomas the Tank Engine books is pretty deep. Surprisingly so. But for now, we will slash this sand slash. And see how... Oh, critical hit. Okay. And they slashed back. Okay. And we will, we'll use Ember. We know it's gonna knock the enemy slash out. And Slash does not have a whole lot of power points. And, Charizard's level 38. Nice. And we defeated the Rocket member. Fine, I lost. So we're gonna switch this Charizard with Pikachu for now. We'll save and keep going. Go on home before my boss gets ticked off. Alright, there's nothing we could do here without the key card, so we know we've got that down. We've gotten that. Okay, there are no warp areas in here, warp tiles in here, so... Now, if we go over here... Ah, here's a new one. Or is it? Okay, this is... I work for Sylph. What should I do? From what I can tell, there's no one preventing you from leaving the building right now. I would suggest you leave the building, but those are main character Oh, hi. I work for Sylph. What should I do? Yeah. You can see the maze-like nature of being warped just a few feet away. All right, let's go check. Found TM9. What is TM9? We'll find out in a second. Let's see. Boot up a team. It contained Takedown. Teach Takedown to a Pokemon. No. Yeah, if we want to... We have the ropes to get out of here. Okay. Alright, so if we go up... So that's a dead end for now. You know, that... Is there... Let's see what this takes us. Oh, okay. Hey, it's this lady. Eek! No! Help! Stop! Oh, you're not with Team Rocket? I thought... I'm sorry. Here, please take this. Got TM36. TM36 is self-destruct? I don't want to use that. It's powerful, but the Pokemon that uses it faints. Be careful. Thank you. Me no wanty. Me no wanty. Okay. So Kalakaboy has redeemed the Game Boy Knight. Okay. Alright, I just gotta bring up... There we go. We got... And we could read the very awkward lore for the Game Boy Knight and Lunarian H's universe. And okay, so if we go over here now, all right, let's take the stairs up, see where we can get to. This is an area we haven't been yet. No, we definitely defeated this guy by the table. I better tell the boss on floor 11. Yeah, thanks for exposing your dear leader's location. Oh no, we've been down here. Oh no, we haven't. No, this is new to us. In the content. Let's see if there's another pad here. There is. Okay, I'm just keeping track of where all the pads are. Wow, my boss has been after this place. Oh, I thought this elaborate coordinated attack was just done on a whim. A green well, heck, we already have the green filter. Kalakaboy. That's just the regular Game Boy. Yeah. But it's an interesting thought, interesting recontextualization. Are you satisfied with beating me? Then go home. Alright. Is there a warp tile down here? No, there is not. No. Yeah, let's... Alright, so we've explored that possibility. Let's try this tile now. Okay, this is new content. Wow, I'm scared! Okay, thanks. Your input's been incredibly valuable. Ah. Fresh meat. My Pokemon are my loyal soldiers. You only have one Pokemon. He's gonna use self-destruct. He's gonna use self-destruct. I already know it's gonna... Fine. First move? We gain nothing. We gain nothing from that. I'll let... You suck, scientist. Self-destruct first move? Darn, you weak Pokemon. You suck, scientist. You have one Pokemon you sent out, immediately have to use self-destruct and then curse it for being weak. The doors are electronically locked. A card key opens them. Yeah, thanks for wasting my... Yeah, thanks for wasting my freaking... Alright. Yeah, that's our first healing items of the session. Okay. And this is the Tixie Branch. It's in Russian no man's land. Okay. If you stand for justice, you betray evil. Evil will always triumph, because good is dumb. Nah. I think I made that joke last week, too. They must have targeted Sylph for our Pokemon products. Ah, here we go. Help! I'm a Sylph employee! Citation required. Scientist wants to fight. Why? If you're self-employed, why are you fighting me? Okay, so... Let me just flash. Oh, our, we'll drop their accuracy more. And we'll paralyze them at this point. And we'll start dealing damage with quick attack since we can't use Thunder Shock at the moment. Hey, their attack missed, thanks to Flash, I'm sure. And they use Pound. Come on, break out of paralysis. I mean, break out of disabled status. Well, we're definitely winning this turn. Oh, they're disabled no more, that's nice. But all the same, we're significant... I don't know, I did not try to overlevel my Pokemon. Like, I wonder if I did Saffron first, would I have been over-leveled for Koga's Gym? Because I did not feel over-leveled for Koga's Gym, but Koga's Gym proposed no challenge to me whatsoever. Let's see how much damage Thunder Shock does. Oh, not much. Alright, we'll swap out for... Yeah, if we send out Beedrill, the poison type attacks aren't going to do much damage, I don't think. Now, we'll use... Let's use Agility. Speed greatly rose. We're already at 10 levels ahead of them, so we're already at a significant advantage, but... Now, Clagboy is saying they recall in elementary school on St. Patrick's Day, a girl dyed her hair entirely green. They were quite shocked by that. Like, when I was in elementary school, like, they just, like, if you dyed your hair orange for, like, Halloween, they just flat out would send you home. And that's at an age where your parents would have had to do it. By the time we got to high school, I don't know if, like, the school policies had changed, but... Or if it was just more relaxed because we were older and closer to being adults or something. It's super effective. Okay, pin missile. Yeah, I did not realize that Bug was super effective against poison. Because I think of Bug and Poison as being, because so many bugs, like in real life, a lot of bugs use like stingers and venom. So I think of Bug type as being so adjacent to Poison type that I would not have thought that Bug type moves would be super effective against Poison type Pokemon. Beedrill gained 478 experience points. About to use Coughing. Yeah, if we could do that too. Oh, darn it. We missed. Yeah, if we could do that much damage to a level 27, 28 Weezing, we could definitely deal with this Coughing at level 26. Now, Science is about to use Weezing. So like, the only costume type thing I ever did when I was in school, not counting, like, elementary school, like, Halloween parties. And, but now, yeah, it was in high school, on Halloween, I created a snake tail that I wore in, and how I did this was, I had these big baggy pants from Hot Topic that had belts and straps all over them, so there was lots of their baggy pants. So I had this giant, like, plush, like, python, and I put the front half of it down my pants, and the pants were so baggy you couldn't tell anything was, like, in my pants. And then the back half, I just had the back half of the plush hanging out where, like, a tail would go. And it made a really convincing, lifelike snake tail that really blew people away. People were like, oh, that's so cool, how'd you do that? And I'm like, it's just a plush snake that I put in my pants. I don't have that snake plush anymore, and none of my characters are snakes or anything like that either. It was just to have a tail of some kind. And costuming type stuff of that nature is not as easy to come by online as nowadays. I work for both Sylph and Team Rocket. Way to expose your secret identity. I'll make sure to call you to report you to the police and inform them that that there are multiple Sylph employees posing as civilians who are really working for Team Rocket. But Clackaboy is saying since they don't drink, they won't be partaking. Oh, it is time to put the Game Boy Knight back into its case. Actually, for now. Hey, how about for the next 15 minutes we do with the classic Game Boy infamous green screen. Yeah, we'll use... And we'll top them off with some fresh waters. Yeah, but I think so they'll won't be taking in the alcohol consumption the same with St. Patty's Day, but they'll be getting a shamrock shake from McDonald's. You know, I'll have to reblog it. It's on my Tumblr. Maybe you saw it last year, Clackaboy. I found an ad for shamrock shakes, a print ad for shamrock shakes that has to be from the early 80s or even the late 1970s. It's a very old print ad. And I know, yeah, it's, I'm not, you know, super popular on Tumblr, and my own, like, original content tends to not get many likes or reblogs. But it has been an honor to sort of accumulate a little curio cabinet of weird little things I like on Tumblr, and be able to post, you know, around a dozen a day, and see... Hold on. I need to very slightly... No, we're not doing that. Okay, I need to very slightly adjust my avatar. There we go. There we go. We're good now. We're good now. Yeah, very slightly adjust the avatar. Alright. So, we'll save now that we've defeated those new Team Rocket agents. The one posing as a civilian, which is a war crime, by the way, but I don't know if this is technically war or if it's just sort of corporate intrigue. And okay, so and this is, yeah, that's the guy pretending to be a Sylph employee. But we'll go back over here. You know, I used to have in my childhood neighborhood, we had an Irish family, and they would make soda bread for us and bring it to us on St. Patrick's Day, which was really cool. The doors are electronically locked. A card key opens them. I see. Well. Okay, it looks like we've thoroughly explored this area. It doesn't matter, my brothers will repay the favor. Alright, so... I wish there was a way you could walk. Yeah, let's see what we can... Okay, there's those two beds, and there's gonna be a table. Alright, so we know where that is. Alright, so we know this floor. Yeah, I wish there was more, like, unique... Even if there's just a sign... Okay, we know... Think about element types. Okay, we know that guy. So we explored this floor in terms of the warp tiles. Yeah, the Pokemon anime, this whole scenario of the Sylph Co building having these warp tiles, they never even deal with the Sylph Co takeover in the anime, which is a really strange decision, because it seems like it would have made a great episode. But they... yeah, Ash walks into a building, and Jesse and James shove Ash onto a warp tile. And say, like, oh, you've won a trip onto the warp tile. And they just shove him onto one of these tiles. And that's the only mention of warp tiles in the actual anime. I find it so odd. Okay, we know where this guy is from. Okay. And this is Tixie Branch guy? Yeah, Tixie Branch. Now, if we go down here... Now, if we... Okay, let's see what's down here. Okay, so we know... There's only one... Okay, exploiting weak spots does work. Okay. Eventually, I'm gonna get the hang of these, This is probably the single... Like, the most complex floor puzzle in the entire game. Are the warp tiles in this building? Let's try this one. Okay, that's the one that only takes you a few feet away. And I know there's... Okay, we worked on the ultimate Pokeball. Hey, how about this? If we don't make progress in 17 minutes, we'll get out the player's guide when we come back from our break, and we'll use that to make sure we're progressing through the building at a satisfying rate, because I do want to definitely finish the Sylph building scenario today. Are you satisfied with beating me? Then go on home. Okay, whatever. You butthead. Okay. So, okay, those are the 2 beds, and the table, and the desk. Okay. So if we go in here, we know... Okay, no one in there. And there's... Okay, to the left. And... Okay, that's where you can see Gary at. Now if we go up and to the right... Go back into... We'll go down another... You know what? These stairs don't make sense. Sometimes the stairs are like several, like 20 or 30 feet apart, like within the universe of the game. And then other times they're like almost right next to each other. Like, what kind of sense does that make? I've been playing this game for, like, you know, since 1998, and this is the first time that occurred to me. Okay, we know you, right? The doors are electronically locked. Okay. So if we go over here... Okay. So we know we went through there already. And there's nothing in here. There's just that guy at the end of the table. No warp tiles. So, over here and down. Okay. You know, this guy is... Wow, my boss. Been after this place. We went through that warp tile, didn't find anything. Let's try this one. You know, she just screams like, ah, help. Wah, I'm scared. Okay. I really hope... Okay, that's not what I meant to do. The doors are okay. When you step on a tile, it'll always go back and forth from the same other tile. Now, Clackboy's saying they're at the tail end of a cold right now. They're curious if dorms help their hosts get better when they're sick. Oh yeah, they'll hold tissues and stuff. They'll run and get cough syrup from the bathroom if they're sick in bed. Yeah, they're just sort of helpers. They're just nanny, sort of like, oh, I gotta take care of my host, you know. And now, an artist, I forgot her name. I don't want to say the wrong name. She did some art of me playing a Game Boy, and my doorworm is, you know, if I had one. But my doorworm is hanging out over my shoulder saying, I don't think you're winning, or something like that. She's like, oh, I don't know if they talk or not, but they talk now. I'm like, well, I mean, think of how we anthropomorphize animals in our own world. Like, yeah, like in a world where Lunarians and dorms existed, they absolutely would be like little comics and stuff like that where doorworms say things, you know, using, you know, people language. So okay, so have I been around on this floor much yet? I feel like this is a new, I work for Sylph, what should I do? Okay, we've been on that warp pad before, though. We didn't end up anywhere too exciting. What's this one? Let's try this one down here. Okay, we've done that one a billion times. It takes you like 3 feet away, and it's like what the heck? Okay. All right. So, but I hope you are feeling better now. Is it one of those longer sort of colds, or is one of those like you feel like it one day, then the next day you're like I'm totally like knocked out, and then the next day you're kind of just icky again, and then after that you're fine? Or is it one of those like, yeah, I'm out of commission for the better part of a week kind of colds? I don't know. I feel like in 2022 I feel like I got sick so often in 2022 with like colds and fevers and stuff, and not really since then. Just a sore throat, but otherwise they feel fine. All right. Won't find the boss just by scurrying around. Oh, you wait. You wait. You wait and see. Okay. Okay, we've been on this floor so many times. I'm kind of confused as to how we've avoided finding the warp tiles that advance the scenario. I remember taking sort of a scattershot approach when I was younger, and not having as much, and not getting as lost as I am now. And that's without having all the trainers to help. Okay, so we're on the first floor. Okay. No, it's good. So we're on floor 1. Okay, so this is... We know these 2 spots. Let's try these again just to remind... They just go like a few feet away, right? Alright. And eventually someone's gonna have to drop a key card. And I think we might have to talk to them a second time to drop the key card. Yeah, they're just bragging, oh, Sylph's gonna be merged with Team Rocket. And it's like, if you're that explicit about it, I have a strange inkling that the authorities aren't going to just stand by and let you do that. Now, we try that upper table. Let's try the lower one. Is there... Okay, there's a civilian here. I wonder if Sylph is finished. And that's just right next door to where we were at anyway. So there's no... Yeah, aside from just saving time, there's not going to be a huge advantage to unlocking that particular door. And there's no one down here. There's no one down here. And... 3, 4... So we're like 6. Okay. Let's try... Okay, there's the lady that gives us self-destruct. Thank you. I do not want to use that move, and neither do my Pokemon. They are not my loyal soldiers. They are my friends. Okay. Now, if we go down here... Okay, so if we go... Ah! Nice. Okay. Alright. I remember there was a point where we had to get on the warp pad and, like, do that again, and I finally found it. Alright. Now it's a whole new duel. Which reminds me, coughing evolves into wheezing. Okay. So we've got to do this part again. Now that we have the key card... Actually, I'll be honest, let's just... Actually... If we end up having to... We'll use the elevator to go back down to floor 1. We'll start exploring. Yeah, let's go save. Let's go sell the self-destruct TM. I would just go ahead and drop it, but it could be worth a lot of money. And I know we're never going to teach it to a Pokemon. So let's, Alright, so we gotta go around and down, I think? Okay, we gotta go around here. Down, right, and the shop is in this street, I think? No, there's the Pokemon Center. Alright, we gotta go all around town looking for the store. You know, it's funny, like, why? It's so ridiculous that the Pokemon League gym, like, that the Pokemon League gym would be, like, barricaded by Team Rocket. But not the like, bootleg gym of people who were defeated by the Psychic trainers. And are no longer an officially sanctioned gym. So, yeah, we got... Hold on. Let me check and make sure I'm selling the right one. So, booted up a TM, it contains self-destruct. We're definitely getting rid of that. And what is TM09 again? Booted up TM, it contains takedown. Let's see if any of our Pokemon can... Oh, they could all use that. I was not expecting that. Okay. So if takedown turns out to be a good move, we'll use Game Boy Pocket mode for the moment. Now that we'll sell the TM36. And since we're already, hey, cool $1,000. Because I went and took it to the store instead of dropping it. But we'll go over here. We'll go over to... Oh, hush. Alright. We'll go over to the Pokemon Center. Because we might as well heal since we're out here anyway. Yeah, why didn't they barricade the Pokemon Center? Like, why didn't they barricade the store? Imagine if they barricaded the Pokemon Center and the store. Like, Red would have such a harder time, actually, trying to liberate the Sylph building. But fortunately, he's not only able to infiltrate an in-progress hostage situation, but also come and go as he pleases to go stock up on supplies and heal his fighting creatures. So if we'll go down... and around. Yeah. Into the Sylph building, which for some reason is not barricaded. It's only like the main target of your operation, but what? Yeah, why barricade that, right? Okay. Alright. So let's save, and we'll start exploring the floor. Now that we have the key card. Yeah, doing that thing to find the key card was a very advanced technique as a kid. So, yeah, I think we've actually explored everywhere that we can get to using the warp tiles without the key card. So now that I have the key card, I'm gonna go into this with a fresh pair of eyes, go around unlocking doors. Bingo! The key card opened the door. I work for both Sylph and Team Rocket. Okay. Bingo! Keycard opened the door. Oh, there's the lady that gave us self-destruct. So we're gonna look for some new areas that we have not accessed yet. But first, actually, now that we know, we can go through one floor at a time, unlocking the doors. The way forward is definitely the way where we could find Gary. Bingo! Keycard unlocked the door. This is definitely a new area. Actually, let's save the game. I'm gonna save. If it's an item we don't want or need, I'm going to reset real quick. Because even... Oh, nice. That's something we definitely want. Okay, we can definitely make use of that. No. I support Team Rocket more than I support Sylph. Yeah, I bet you want to do some messed up experiments on Pokemon that Sylph Co. is suppressing, and that Team Rocket gave you a green light to go ahead with those awful experiments of yours. That's what I'm guessing happened. Now, please do not use... I'm gonna use Flash a bunch of times, so if they use self-destruct, hopefully it misses. Defense greatly fell. But it fell. Alright. Electro fell, and... Oh? Will you... Yeah! They missed. That strategy worked perfectly. That strategy worked exactly as I hoped it would. Enemy Electrode fainted. Pikachu gained 931 experience points. Science is about to use Wheezing. No, we will not change Pokemon. We'll start by paralyzing them. And, ooh! Got poisoned. Okay. We'll, I'm not dealing with this. I'm gonna swap over to, especially now. We're gonna swap over to Beedrill. Have them finish this up. And not... Oh, it's super effective. Okay. That's interesting that it's super effective. Okay. Oh, nice, nice. And, okay, we hit 3 times. And we pin missile and win it. And that's it for the battle. Okay. Enemy Weezing fainted. And H defeated the scientist. You really got me. Got 1,450 for winning. Okay. And Clacker was saying they know a bubble tea shop that uses green-colored boba. You should get a Shamrock Shake and add those to the drink for the ultimate Shamrock Shake with green bubbles. You know, I haven't been by... I haven't had a bubble tea in a couple months, actually. Actually, it's got to be at least 4 months. It's been a while. But we'll use a lemonade. It's not bubble tea, but we'll use a lemonade on Pikachu. And a fresh water to top off Beedrill. And we'll use an antidote to cure Pikachu's poison. And we'll go ahead and save. And do our first midstream break. Now, I am hoping to see if we could pull off a 4-hour stream today. We'll see what happens. I don't plan to go out and do anything after the stream today. So, we'll go over to my break screen. I'll set the timer for... Hey, so, have I told everyone? There are actually lyrics to this song. Yeah, I've not revealed them yet, publicly, but they are lyrics to this song. Actually, there's a brief featuring of these lyrics in the second to last episode of Barrier Aggression. There actually is a brief allusion to these lyrics. I mean, of the lyrics to this song. But for now, we're gonna set the timer for 6 minutes. I'll run an ad break and make sure we increase our chances of not getting ads during the show. And I'll be back in a few minutes. And thanks for watching. Hey, I'm back. And hey there, Azurest. Yeah, I don't know how long you'll be able to stay today, since usually if you're somewhere settled down and can watch the little stream, you will have been watching from the beginning. But let's get back into the game. Yeah, so we were liberating the Sylph building, which was in the midst of an attack by Team Rocket, who, for those more familiar with Team Rocket through their appearance in the anime, Team Rocket are mostly represented by Jesse and James, and their Talking Meowth, they're comic relief villains. You know, they're kind of like the blockheads from Gumby. They cause trouble, they have to be defeated or put in their place, but they're not a serious threat. Whereas Team Rocket weren't really represented as individuals in the games, so as much as they were kind of a organized, I guess really kind of frankly a terrorist group. Sort of like a gang or mafia mixed with a terrorist group or sort of rogue military force. And yeah, happy Saturday, Azurest and everyone else watching. So we're using the Game Boy light filter, because the actual Game Boy Green looks like this, and it's as nostalgic as it is in hindsight, it's kind of hard to see. But one thing I need to do before I forget is set the timer for another 60 minutes until our next break, and keep going. Alright, so we defeated this guy just now. Team Rocket said if I helped them, they'd let me study Pokemon. What? Okay, wow, I did not think that my theory about how he might have wanted to do messed up experiments on Pokemon and Sylph wasn't allowing it, but Team Rocket promised that if they were loyal to him, they'd let him continue the experiments. It turns out that's actually right, and I'm very sure that I did not remember that he says that. You know, so, okay. Hey! It's Gary freaking Oak. What kept you, H? Hahaha, I thought you'd turn up if I waited here. I guess Team Rocket slowed you down. Not that I care. I saw you and Saffron, so I decided to see if you got better. Yeah, you little buttface. Let's do this. Gary wants to fight. Gary sent out Pidgeot. Oh, it's the dream matchup. It is. It really is. So we're just going to wow, and they are actually equally leveled with us. So we'll use we'll start with Thunder Wave. Hopefully paralyze them. I mean, it's guaranteed paralysis, so. Oh, they're gonna use Sand Attack, drop our accuracy? Fine, we'll use Flash and drop... Oh. Okay, no, we're dropping your accuracy. No. Oh. It didn't work, okay. You know, yeah, that... No, you. That's what that is. You. Okay. Okay, we'll... Yeah, their attack missed, my attack missed. We'll use Thunder... Oh wow, even with super effective status, they keep using Whirlwind. That move only works against wild Pokemon. That does not work in battles. Critical hit, super effective. Okay. Alright. Enemy Pidgeot fainted. About to use Growlithe. Yes, we will change Pokemon. We will send out Gyarados. Pikachu, enough. Come back. Go Gyarados. Yeah, we're going to use Surf. And super effective. Gary's about to use Execute. Oh, you were... Like, I have, like, a perfect counter to all his Pokemon so far. Yeah, so we're going to, who is, Grass and Psychic, if I remember correctly. So we will, Wow, this is their lowest level Pokemon so far. And they did not put us to sleep, so... Yeah, this is one of those fights that you are definitely not expecting as a kid who didn't know this was coming. We'll use Beedrill for this. Hey, and it's an Alakazam, which only evolves from Kadabra through trading, which means he traded with someone. Okay. Uh-oh. Looks pretty powerful. Will we... Doggone. Alright. So I'm guessing... yeah, I'm gonna guess that the... Yeah, did I mention that Psychic type is totally broken in this game? Not that... I mean... Okay, so... We'll use Dragon Rage. I will use, or rather... Yeah, we'll use Dragon Rage. Uh-oh, and, we're in Game Boy Night mode for the next, 20 minutes, for those who are not familiar with the, illustrious history of the Game Boy Night. There we go. Oh, there we go. I need to make a button for that, but I just haven't over the course of the last several months, but... And I need to set... Alright, so we'll, yeah, we're both using these very powerful, damage-dealing attacks right now. Now, we will revive. Nah. Either Beedrill or Nidorino so they can get some experience points out of this. But, oh no, I should have probably healed Gyarados first. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. Alright. Now, I'm gonna use... I have 12 Hyper Potions. We'll use a Lemonade. It's not a Hyper Potion. No! I used it on the wrong Pokemon. Gosh darn it. Ah! Okay. Yeah, that was just an interface quirk. Yeah, I lost that fight entirely due to an interface quirk. Yeah, we'll actually... Yeah, this time I am using the Hyper Potion. I want to make sure that they're fully healed when, so Jigglypuff gets taken out. They're already at level 38, so I'm not so, concerned about now. Doggone! Why now? Why now? Okay, nice. Alright, cool. About to use Blastoise. Yes. All the way up at level 40, jeez. What a beast, okay. We'll paralyze them off the bat. Their defense rose, well, we'll drop their accuracy. And they missed, we'll continue to drop their accuracy. Hey, they landed in a bite. We use another, okay, please, if this next one, okay, cool. Alright, we're good, we're officially good. And we'll use a Lemonade will fully heal them. Pikachu. Okay. Okay, we're 66 because I think Lemonade heals 80. And we will use Thunder Shock now. Start dealing some damage. Yeah, they are stronger than me, so it's not a huge... Okay, nice, nice. Critical hit. And their attacks keep missing, and I'm laughing. Okay, not quite. We'll use Quick Attack. Knock him out real quick. This is the toughest opponent we've yet faced. Nice, they're at level 38, great. And we defeated Gary. Yeah, and when you're playing through this as a kid, you're totally unprepared. Not only do you not know he's coming, but your team is probably in shambles. Oh ho, so you really are for... Oh, so are you ready for Boss Rocket? I forgot that dialogue. Boss Rocket. 2600. Well, H, I'm moving on up and ahead. By checking my Pokedex, I'm starting to see what's strong and how they evolve. I'm going to get to the Pokemon League to boot out the Elite Four. I'll become the world's most powerful trainer. Well, good luck to you. Don't sweat it. Smell ya. Yeah, it doesn't even have like an actual like warp animation. That's interesting. Yeah, we're going to patch up our team here. Patch up Nidorino. Patch up Jigglypuff. And we'll use some of our fresh waters. Use a Soda Pop on Nidorino. And this is the guy that gives us the Lapras, I believe. Oh, hi, you're not a rocket. You came to save us? Why, thank you. I want you to have this Pokemon for saving us. Oh. I forgot. I thought you had to have a spot open on your team for the Lapras. I did not realize it'll actually just go to your Pokemon box. Yeah. There's no more. Oh! Lapras are sent to... Okay, alright. It's Lapras. It's very intelligent. We keep it in our lab, but it'll be much better off with you. I think you'll be a good trainer for Lapras. It's a good swimmer. It'll give you a lift. Okay. So... let's actually check our player's guide real quick. Here we go. So... let's check. So the game corner, so set power plant. You know, okay, no. Okay, we want to go up. Back to Fuchsia, Sylph Co. So let's check this out. So Lapras, Gary has been spying you for some time, watching your movements, waiting for the opportunity to pounce on you when you least expect it. Alright. He'll give you a Lapras. He doesn't tell you what level the Lapras is at. Okay? That's all I wanted to know. Now I have to look on my phone. Now, okay, what? The Sylph Co. What level is Lapras and Sylph Co? Is it level 25? And red, blue, and yellow, it's at level 15? Oh, I don't have time to raise a level 15 Lapras for the rest of the game to get it up to the level of my Pokemon I'm currently raising. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. We can't do it. We can't do it. But, so the Lapras will just... Actually, let's look in our Pokedex now that we have the Lapras. I believe it's towards the end of the Pokedex entry. Mankey, Primate, Machoke, Weepinbell. So, Hitmonlee, Coughing. Well, yeah, unfortunately you can't look it up. You have to actually scroll through them. Okay, sweet. Okay, here we go. Lapras. The transport Pokemon. A Pokemon that has been overhunted almost to extinction. They can ferry people across the water. Yeah, I've raised Lapras. They're a great Pokemon, but we're not going to raise this one. But now that... Yeah, so only Nidorino and Beedrill are still at level 37. So, we'll save the game and carry on. Ah, one more rocket before we fight the boss. Stop right there. Don't you move. Yeah, we'll see how that turns out. I just something about the way these guys, like the especially the hat and the whip. These guys just look like dancers to me. Rocket wants to fight. Rocket sent out Cubone. Go Beedrill. Yeah, we'll use Toxic. Badly poisoned. Yeah, I might want to call the poison control on that one. Ew. Wow, 5 hits? Jeez. Our attack fell. Yeah, and... I don't know, I should have probably used, Nice. They fainted. We got 595 EXP. They're about to use Drowsy. Now, if we use... Yeah, we'll use... Badly poisoned. And with bad poison, they take like the damage tick they take each turn grows greater and greater, actually, is what badly poisoned means in this sense. And doggone, you had one job, Beedrill. Ooh, we're about to get knocked out. This is gonna suck. Doggone. Alright. We'll just bring out our other level 37 in waiting, Nidorino. And we'll, Horn Attack, Poison Sting. Okay, we'll use... Okay. They use Confusion, it's super effective. Now... Yeah, they, Drowsy tried to use Poison Gas on us, and it did not work. Got 669 EXP. They're gonna send out Marowak. We're gonna stay the course with Nidorino. Okay, so you know, so I guess normal type. It's not. Okay, you gonna. We're gonna bring back Beedrill. They're still using focus energy, and looks like, oh, okay, we had the ads running. I'm glad that didn't happen. I forgot to press the ad button during our break, so excuse me. But we're gonna use a Lemonade on Beedrill. And okay, as we planned, Nidorino got knocked out. Now we'll send in Beedrill to finish this up. We'll use Toxic. Bone Club. And use Pin Missile. 1, 2. Okay, 2 times. And alright. Critical hit. Crit the enemy 2 times. Alright. The Poison Tick might take care of this turn. Nice. Enemy Marowak fainted. And, awesome. They're at level 38 now. And we defeated that Team Rocket Agent. Okay. Alright. Okay, I don't know why that kept... Okay. Don't, please! Got 960. So, you want to see my boss? Yes, we do. We have an appointment. Or I'm writing myself into his schedule. Oh, I forgot to actually go to the Game Boy Night skin this whole time. So you only got half of the Game Boy Night experience. I'm sorry, everybody. So we're gonna use a revive on... You know, I think I loaded up enough on healing items that if not for power points, I theoretically could have gotten through this whole dungeon using only... Yeah, using only... without actually going back to restock on items. Kind of over-prepared a bit, but it's fun over-preparing in terms of items and equipment and the like. Shows the fruits of all your careful planning paying off. But we'll save. And we'll march on into Giovanni's office. Or it's not Giovanni's office, he's making it his office. Bingo! The card key opened the door. Ah, H, so we meet again. The president and I are discussing a vital business proposition. Keep your nose out of grown-up bears. Batters. What is batters? Or experience a world of pain. Yeah, no special music for fighting Giovanni, just Giovanni wants to fight. Giovanni sent out Nidorino. Mine's better than yours. Or, yeah. Oh, actually. Yeah, actually this might be, just the fact that I started off. And they're down. Will A change Pokemon? No. We will, get our Nidorino as much experience as we can. This time, they're actually under-leveled compared to us, so... I have a feeling they're gonna have a whole lot of defense, so we'll drop their defense a little bit. Ooh, good guard spec. They actually, it's strategic use of items. Use Comet Punch. Oh, we get hit twice. Hit 2 times. We use Horn Attack. We will use 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Yeah, this Lemonade will give them a full heal in terms of HP. Alright. So we got to put a... They're using Rage, so they're going to be locked into this for a few turns. And how can we deal enough damage to... So their attack rises and then it starts dealing damage. Oh, so close! And we don't have Quick Attack or anything, so we're definitely not getting in before that, Good. Okay, we took care of that. About to use Rhyhorn. Okay, but we actually will, at this point, switch to Gyarados? Yeah. Send Gyarados out. And, I believe I have the perfect move for this, Oh. Yeah, a lot of these attacks don't... These damage-dealing attacks, except for Bite, don't have a whole lot of PP, but I have a feeling this is going to be super effective. Water against Earth. Critical hit, super effective. Nice. Giovanni's about to use Nidoqueen. Oh, that's his last Pokemon, huh? We'll send out Nidorino. Horn attack. Okay, fine. We'll bring Garrett. No, why not bring out Charizard or... we have so many options. We'll bring out Charizard. Now, we'll use Ember. Clackerboy's saying they're enjoying an old-fashioned crunchy peanut butter and blackberry preserve sandwich. Yeah, peanut butter and not like when Jif peanut butter first came out, they did not market that as peanut butter. They said this is better than peanut butter. It's a smooth peanut spread flavored with real honey. But it's it's better than peanut butter. Now they just say, yeah, this is arguably peanut butter. It's arguably peanuts and arguably butter, but yeah, old-fashioned crunchy peanut butter, black and berry preserves. I need to get some no, we are out of Game Boy Night mode for now. We will use yeah, let's try Slash. We are definitely not in any kind of danger though right now. We'll finish this off with another Slash attack and knock out the Nidoqueen and end the battle. Good, that's what we wanted. Nidorino go to level 38. H defeated Giovanni. I lost again? Got 4,059. Blast it all. You ruined our plans for Sylph. But Team Rocket will never fall. H, never forget that all Pokemon exist for Team Rocket. I must go, but I shall return. Okay, let's see what's on the computer. H turn on the PC. Oh, it's just a PC that we could use. Let's have Professor Oak rate our Pokedex. We haven't done that yet, I don't think. Access Professor Oak's PC. Access Pokedex rating system. Want to get your Pokedex rated? Yes. Pokedex completion is 117, 39 owned. Rating? Good. You're trying hard. Get an item finder from my aid. Post link to Professor Oak's PC. Secretary, thank you for rescuing all of us. We admire your courage. President, thank you for saving Sylph. I will never forget that you saved us in our moment of peril. I have to thank you in some way because I am rich. I can give you anything. Here, maybe this will do. H got a Master Ball. I really didn't need to take that. I didn't need to take that. Now it's just going to be taking up an inventory slot for the rest of the game. And I forgot if I saved after... Yeah, it's going to be taking up a PC slot for the rest of the game. Yeah, we might as well just warp straight out of here into the Pokemon Center. Yeah, let's see. Why does this... I forgot, why is my ticker say that I'm gonna play Pokemon Puzzle Challenge next? And January 1996 game comment... This ticker is like a month out of date, and I don't know why. That ticker's a month out of date, but clearly no one ever looks at that ticker anyway, because no one ever uses those chat commands. Okay. So HSPC will deposit the... Yep. Oh, doggone. What am I supposed to do? Like, there's so many freaking things we will never need again. Okay. We have 3 moonstones. We have the helix fossil, the old rod, and like some of these things, like the SS ticket. You know what? You don't. I'm kind of shocked to hear that, Kalaka Boy, because I thought you were okay. Chat commands are a ubiquitous thing throughout Twitch, and the thing is, if you never know, you never know. Because it's kind of a given, people tend not to use them. All you do is type exclamation point and then whatever the command is. So exclamation point pocket, exclamation point lore, you just type that into chat and it activates that command. And I guess it's so ubiquitous throughout Twitch that people stopped explaining how to use them. Yeah, that's like a lot of people who have Discords, and I'm so glad I did not heavily invest in basing my community around Discord, because it's just turning into a mess right now with their like identification verification crap, because I think they're about to set everyone's on Discord to be a 16 an underage account unless you send them a photograph of your ID. But then the company that they had processing this already got hacked, so everyone who verified their ID with Discord now has their name, address, a photograph, and all their personal information like hacked, and possibly also what Discords they were members of. I'm not sure if that happened specifically, but yeah, your full like driver's license, if you used a driver's license, has been exposed if you're already verified with Discord. And that's about to happen basically throughout the entirety of the internet, and it's going to be bad. It's not going to go well. Yeah, but I'll enjoy the internet however long it lasts and however long I have permission to continue broadcasting on it. And we'll see if that lasts. But yeah, it's ridiculous that there's so few slots to actually process your to actually deposit items. Like, some of these are like things I want to save for the end of the game. Some of these things that are in here. I believe... Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go in. Alright, so yeah, you can't get rid of HMs. You can't get... I should have never taken the coin case. I'm never gonna use that for anything. The town map you can never get rid of. Iron. I might as well withdraw both of these and use them. I believe that iron is for defense. We might as well use these on a couple of so alright, who has the lowest defense right now? No, we want to use stats. We're gonna have to individually investigate stats. Okay, stats. Okay, who has defense 60? Hey there, Mecha Kong. Yeah, we just defeated Giovanni in the Sylph building. Our lowest defense is, I believe... Okay, so that one has 60. Beedrill has 43 defense. That's probably going to be... Okay. No, you get a stats. So 43... 37, wow. Okay, so... 37, 82, yeah, definitely. Okay, 32. Yeah, defense 77. Yeah, so we'll use these irons on. We'll use it on Pikachu once, and we'll use it on Beedrill. No, okay, here's our current, spot check on badges. We have 5 of the 8 badges. we just cleared the dungeon that enables us to fight the 6th gym leader, Sabrina. After that, we have to fight Blaine and then the mysterious 8th gym leader. Then we could go and challenge the Pokemon League. So we're like 70%, 75% of the way through the game. If we were 70% before defeating the dungeon we just completed, we're definitely 75% now. And by the way, I did fall asleep to your stream again last night. This time with the phone, like actually on my nightstand. I didn't have it resting on my chest. But, so, yeah, let's deposit, yeah, we're definitely not using the Master Ball. Yeah, you know what, I just realized, Mechacon, you know, no one ever, I guess chat commands are so ubiquitous throughout Twitch that I guess no one explains them anymore. Because, like, I just had these chat commands on my stream every day since, like, the first stream I've ever done back in 2020. And, I found out people in my community had no idea how to actually use them. And I could say I could count on one hand, definitely not more than 2. I only have 2 hands, that works out. But that, people did not, the number of times, no, I'd be shocked if more than 5 people have ever actually used chat commands without me specifically cueing them to. And most of the time that I do, they try to use Discord, which is not a command I have because I don't have a Discord because I'm not gonna, I love you guys, right? But I'm not gonna run a Discord for 3 people. It doesn't seem sensible, and now Discord is in the process of, yeah, in the process of imploding itself anyway. So, so let's see what else we have. To we have the Helix Fossil, the Old Rod. Anything good? We have a Hyper Potion. Yeah, I believe. Okay, so now that should be enough to, because we actually have. Okay, so now we can deposit the key card. And so yeah, we were able to withdraw without you can't get rid of the SS ticket. The elixir. We're just like, there's a lot of good items that we just like, you know what? We're gonna sell that X accuracy. We're going to deposit. And Mechacon saying they'll be doing some earlier streams this week. Okay, are you going to be streaming tonight, Mechacon? I'm curious. No pressure, of course, if you weren't planning to. That game you were playing yesterday was so cool. I heard of it in passing. I never looked into what it was like. That's one of those, like, capital G Genesis kind of games, right? Like the sound, the music, the crunchy sound of the music, the sort of, you know, gritty, you know, sci-fi combat game. It's like, that's like one of those, aside from the Sonic games, that's one of those like ubiquitous, like sort of vibes that I think of when I think of a Sega Genesis games. The next stream of yours is going to be Monday. Alright, so we'll deposit, and I didn't get to comment much on your future travel endeavors. I won't go into detail here. I'll leave that for your own stream. But I do wish you the best, and I feel like I share several of your own, this is kind of the same concerns as you. But hopefully if you do end up having to do that, it works out well, and you get a lot of money as a result. Are you getting additional money for this, or is that just something you... But of course, this is about your professional life, so you don't have to talk about it on my stream, even though you're talking about it on yours. Because the things you talk about on your own stream might be different than when you talk about in other people's streams. But, let's see, we gotta... No, we wanna deposit a... Okay, the TM9. There we go. And we'll go ahead up here. We'll heal our guys up. They'd cover meals, but they don't see any more compensation. So, if they're covering the travel and the meals. Like if you're in a, like if I was in that like just based on what little I know, like if I like, okay, I'm gonna get the same money I get in my professional life currently, but I won't have to pay for meals, I would like budget out like, okay, this is how much I'll be saving on meals. Let's see if I could like actually set that aside or make it sort of like an invisible pocket for it, such as it were, to pretend that because I would have spent that money anyway. But I have no idea what your situation is. But that's the sort of way I try to see if I can get a head off of that in terms of. So let's see. All right, we're all. Yeah. Okay, I think we're all ready to go into our next gym. But I might as well use. Is there a chat command for door rooms? All my chat commands are featured in the ticker. So there's no. I had a. I think I have a no door worm command for like when I was in character and when we first revealed the Lunarian H character on stream, explaining that I personally don't have a door worm, or a Super Train Station H Lunarian of Redemption Center 5 does not have a door worm. Yeah, you know, I don't know. They're not like, they're sort of like window dressing. They're the free follower emotes. But Sabrina's Pokemon use psychic power instead of force. Fighting Pokemon are weak against psychic Pokemon. They get cream before they can even aim a punch. And psychic Pokemon are rather infamously broken in this game. Yeah, so we'll, yeah, let's, Sabrina is young, but she's also our leader. You won't reach her easily. Yeah, I'm going to, check the warp tiles in, clockwise order, excepting the one I came in on. Psychic wants to fight. Psychic sent out Slowpoke. Now, we'll use... Hey, okay. Alright, not bad. Leer was disabled. We'll use... Yeah, not... Yeah, we didn't manage to poison them, but... You know, and I still haven't even... Well, I opened my Virtual Boy box. I haven't properly unboxed it. I probably won't unbox my Virtual Boy until I move into a new apartment. Now, when I do move into a new apartment, hopefully I will be able to keep... to have a good internet so I can continue streaming. But there might be a period of disruption where I'm gone for a little while. Now, Horn Attack... Now, normal? Okay. So... That's currently disabled. Okay, so... Yeah, that little itch on my chin there. Okay. Nidorino's attack fell. I don't know, we're not blazing through this. They have... Slowpoke does have pretty high defense. Okay, so... Critical hit. And... Yeah, so... I do have my plans for... Oh, by the way, when we finish this, I might do a stream or two of Pokemon Stadium, or even just a single stream of Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Stadium, like, it's funny, it was an important part where I'm doing a sort of a Pokemania general kind of thing. It's really a shame that they did not bring Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow out for on the Virtual Console, or release them digitally so that they could find a way to make them compatible with Pokemon Stadium for Nintendo 64, but because Pokemon Stadium, I rented that a couple of times. It was an important part of Pokemania. I don't feel like dealing with this for the next dozen turns. We're going to, we'll send out Beedrill. We will badly poison them, or severely poison, or whatever they call it. Badly poisoned. Okay. So let's see. If we bulk up with defense with Jigglypuff, let's see. Yeah, so we'll defense curl. They're hurt by poison. Yeah, the poison damage is more severe each turn. Is the thing about being badly poisoned. And that's did not do much to us because we raised our defense so much. Okay. Yeah, we're guaranteed to now if we wake up first turn, that would be dope. Oh, I forgot that was their last Pokemon. I lost my concentration. There used to be 2 gyms in Saffron. The fighting dojo next door lost its gym status when we went and creamed them. I didn't realize there was like the idea that there'd be competition between gyms to see which one was officially legitimate is something that I don't think they've ever really explored in the Pokemon world building since this particular game. Yeah, so if we... Yeah, okay, everyone's level 38, so if we... So we'll... Okay. You know that power alone isn't enough. Alright, let's see how we go. Sent out Mr. Mime. Now, okay, they use Double Slap, their attack missed. Oh wait. I forgot I had... Okay, I used the wrong... I just flat out used the wrong Pokemon. Okay. That's fine. Let's go back to Beedrill. I used the wrong Pokemon. I meant to... Their defense greatly rose. Yeah, it's rare that Toxic misses, but when it does, it's always at a key moment, it seems. And... Yeah, it's called Double Slap, but it could hit 2 to 5 times, I think. Alright. Oh yeah, Jigglypuff's still asleep, I forgot. Alright. And we're still sleeping. Jigglypuff's fast asleep. Oh, come on, wake up. Alright. Yeah, actually, I want to use a lemonade on... Yeah, we might as well use lemonade. No, it won't be a full heal, but it'll be close enough for now. Come on, low hits, low hits. Azure was saying they couldn't send, oh, you're stuck, you couldn't participate in chat? Well, I hope I helped you feel included. Alright, now, okay, so we'll... Yeah, well, now we'll use that lemonade on Jigglypuff. And they got hurt by poison, and they're knocked out. About to use Kadabra. Yes, we will. We will change to Beedrill. Yup. Okay, good. I do what I can, because I can't, even if people are watching me, I can't assume they could actually participate in chat. So we'll, alright, so we'll use Toxic. Oh, okay, they used Agility. I didn't make you feel included, but you felt muzzled. Okay. Well, yeah, probably whole... if you could remember any questions you wanted to ask, you can go ahead, but, Alright, Recover only works with HP, fortunately. It does not, impact their status in terms of poison or anything like that, so... Yeah, so we're gonna watch. They're gonna keep using Recover, but the poison, each turn, the poison is going to, do more and more damage to them. Okay, so... They're basically... was in agreement with something that doesn't matter now? Okay. I shouldn't have used a water. I should know those are just for top-offs in between battles at this point. Yay, they disabled a move I did not plan on using anyway. Good. And they're out. H defeated Psychic. I don't believe this. Oh, you should have foreseen this. Okay, so yeah, we'll use waters. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we saved the game. Now. Ah, a Channeler. They tend to have, they often have Ghastlies and Haunters as well. We haven't seen any of these folks since Pokemon Tower. Pokemon take on the appearance of their trainers. Your Pokemon must be tough then. I guess my Pokemon looked like a 10-year-old boy then, but whatever. Chandler wants to fight. Chandler sends out Haunter. Well, at least this is an opportunity to switch up our... In fact, when I saw it was a Channeler, I probably should have got out a different Pokemon. Uh-oh. Okay, Pikachu fell asleep. Alright, we lost our turn because Pikachu fell asleep. But... let's, oh, I did not mean to do that! Okay. Pikachu's fast asleep. Yeah, they use Dream Eater. Dream Eater is a move that is more powerful if the Pokemon that's used on is sleeping. So we'll have, this will be Charizard's EXP to earn, and boy oh boy, it's interesting fighting normal trainers that are actually leveled equal to us. Well, actually, to be fair, they only have one Pokemon, so it's gonna have more HP than typical. Typically, the more Pokemon a random NPC trainer has, the lower leveled they would be. But here, she only has one Pokemon, so it's gonna be leveled higher than typically. But we got burn on them, so they're gonna be suffering damage each turn. Yeah, Dream Eater, I believe it always misses unless the opposing Pokemon is asleep. I don't know whether... yeah, they don't have great AI. Because we're trying to use Dream Eater on us when it's impossible because we're not even sleeping. Okay. I knew it! Got 1,140 for winning. Okay, so we will revive Pikachu. Pikachu is revitalized. We will use a soda pop on Pikachu. We'll use a fresh water on Charizard. 38 out of 50 HP. So we're very close to that water not even fully healing Charizard at this point, but for now. I should have, as I had my thumb on the D-pad, I was like, you know, I need to switch out Pokemon again, but it's too late. She's younger than I, but I respect her, speaking of the gym leader, Sabrina. Chandler wants to fight. Chandler sent out Ghastly. We'll send out Pikachu. Let's see if he can actually get her some EXP this time. Nah. Okay, so we'll have to cross our fingers that Pikachu actually... No, doggone. That's not what I wanted to happen. Okay. We're just not having a good time today. Please do not use Dream Eater. That would be, we'll use... Okay. We'll use Poke Flute. Wake Pikachu back up. Ghastly keeps licking Pikachu. I don't know how good Pikachu tastes, but... Nice, we got that attack in, even though they are still confused. And they're paralyzed. Okay, that's nice. They're fully paralyzed. And even though they're still confused, we got the Thunder Shock in. And they're no longer confused. Now we can just wail on Ghastly until we knock him off the field. There we go. Enemy Ghastly fainted. Beedrill got 342 experience points. About to use Haunter. No. We'll start off by paralyzing them this time. We're fully paralyzed, so we're in an opportune position to deal a lot of damage very quickly. Tried to put us to sleep, possibly to use Dream Eater afterwards, but no. Okay, all right. I'm gonna use this opportunity to, rather than take a risk, yeah, we can use Soda Pop. Yeah, so yeah, that fully healed their HP, but it's gonna be a few turns until... Yeah, we're gonna go for it. Come on, come on. Yeah, we did it! Okay. Go for it, Pikachu. Nope. We got lucky last time, so it's not so bad. But hopefully we break out of the confusion soon. Nope, nope. Ah, doggone. What are you doing, Pikachu? Okay, now this is bad. They got some good EXP in this battle, so I'm not. We'll send that Charizard. Yeah, fortunately, none of my team are over-leveled, so to speak, but I know with my strategy at this point, I can know who I expect will probably end up getting leveled faster than the others. Not good enough. Got 1,000 for winning. So let's heal up. So Pikachu fainted. We will... Then we have, when we run out of revives, gotta itch my neck there. When we run out of revives, now, into a shopping trip. Actually, we might as well use one of our escape ropes. We'll go back here. Because fortunately Celadon is right next door, so it's not too big of a journey. We'll stock up because we'll stock up on items, which means unfortunately we will have to go back to the top floor of the department store, which will be a pain in the butt, Not mature. It will be a pain in the butt. However, how about, yeah, that's more like it. A pain in the butt, however. Alright, we'll make our way. We'll at least set foot in the department store. And then we'll do our next midstream break. Come back for at least another hour of Pokemon, we'll see. No, that's not what we wanted. Okay. 12, 11, 10, okay. We'll save the game right here. There we go. And we will quit out of the cartridge. Alright. We'll go to our break screen. This time I will not forget to, I will remember to set the timer to go off at the appropriate, to set the timer to remind me to trigger the our ad break. I'll come back, stretch, and play some more Pokemon. I'll see y'all in a minute. Hey, we're back. So let's hop right back into it. Set the timer down here for another 60 minutes. We'll see where we're at in the game and how I'm feeling. Maybe we'll go for a 4th hour, but I really, if I could just flip a switch and give myself the stamina to do typical like 4 or 5 hour minimum streams, I would, but like, you know, but at least it's 3 full hours. It's not, oh, like 40, 55 minutes and then a 5-minute break. No, when I do an hour, it is a full hour, but we'll see where we're at in a little while. Okay, there we go. Yeah, the timer wasn't ticking down on my layout for some reason. So we've got 3. Okay. I want to buy 12 of those. Okay, and we've got a lot of money. Okay, so we're gonna buy... Oh no, that guy just sells TMs. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna buy... Where's the... Okay, revive. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but the rest is all gonna be our healing items. We'll go to the 5th floor, and then we'll go to the rooftop square on the 6th floor that's only accessible through the stairwell, which is why I was playing this game. It was definitely before the end of my first playthrough, but that I realized that I could. Yep, so it, yeah, like how Clackaboy in chat just used that command. It just lets you know, like, what system I'm using, and, you know, I made a command for that to explain, hey, here's what I'm playing on. And, yeah, so you can get a lot of information. If you notice, like, when you go to people's streams, they may have commands in their stream titles or somewhere in their interface or listed beneath their video in their information section. So you could learn more about the stream, potentially, the other people's streams. Actually, let's take an assessment of what we've got. So we've got 6. We'll buy 6 fresh waters, just for top-off purposes. Actually, no, we're not going to buy... I'll buy just a couple of those, but for now... I think we need a lot more soda pops and lemonades. Okay, 3, 4, and 5. And that's the thing about these soft drinks. For the amount of HP they heal, they're the cheapest items in the game. But because they come from a vending machine, you can't buy them in bulk. You have to buy them one at a time. So it is, what you're saving in money, you arguably are making up for in the amount of time taken to navigate the interface just to get a bunch of these. Okay. It's a vending machine. Here's the menu. I never think of, like, vending machines as having a menu, but it makes sense. Okay. 17. Okay. 17. 18. 19, 20. This stockpile should last until we beat the gym. Okay, we're nearly broke. So we got 18. We're gonna buy 3 soda pops if we could afford that. Yeah, we can. Alright. Yeah, definitely, get 8 fresh waters, soda pops and lemonades. By the time we're done with Sabrina's gym, I'd say we could probably retire the fresh water from our, yeah. Alright, and we've got, what have we got for it? Antidotes 10. We've got 15 revives. How many antidotes? 10. Yeah, we're good. We're good at long last. Okay, we're ready to go back to Saffron City. And then because I already started using the stairwell, it'll take longer to walk over to the elevator and select the menu and let the animation play than it would to just walk on out like we are. So we'll get on the bike and head over east back to Saffron. And Saffron and Celadon are so close that Celadon's practically just a suburb of Saffron. But, oh wait, we have to go through here. And there's the guard that, we gotta go... Wait, do we... Okay, we did heal our Pokemon. It's on this top street here, to the east. We'll save. Alright, so only 3 badges. We'll get this last badge today, and I'll probably call the stream there. After if we have to stock up again on items, we will, but I know we'll at least go to where we... Yeah, we'll probably stock up, because we'll have a lot of money after. So we're always going to take... Okay, we took care of you. Sabrina just wiped out the Karate Master next door. If only you, Okay, so there's... Okay. So... Okay, we defeated you. Alright, we defeated you. I have a system that I'm following. And eventually it's going to get us to... I do want to fight all the trainers in the gym. We're not going to try to make a beeline for Sabrina once we figure out this maze. Saffron Pokemon Gym is famous for its psychics. You want to see Sabrina, I can tell. That's like saying you're psychic because you're in a McDonald's and you predict that someone wants a cheeseburger. Psychics in it, slow, bro. Go Beedrill. Yeah, only one Pokemon, but it has very high level. Actually, just as much as we do. So we will. Yeah, we'll go ahead and swap in Jigglypuff. Buckle down with defense. While they, I don't think they'll be using a full restore or anything like that, so not too worried. And especially since this is the last Pokemon in their party. Yeah, I'm not too, Oh, wow. I was not expecting that much damage, but good thing we bulked up with our defense. I'm going to... Yeah, okay, this is good. Okay, we're going to... Yeah, this is gonna be a baller move right here. We'll use rest. They'll heal up. Slowbro will get possibly knocked out this turn. Okay, that went exactly as I hoped. I just have to remember to wake. I don't think you could use the Poke Flute outside of battle though, huh? That's so stupid. that you can't use it outside of battle. I guess that's the one downside to yeah, having infinite items. Yeah, you can't waken Pokemon outside of... I did not consider that till just now, but... So... Okay, so we're here. Okay. Nice, okay. You and I, our Pokemon, shall fight. Oh, is that a prediction? If it is, it's a pretty accurate one. Yeah, I should have, when I see the channelers, I should honestly have been getting out different Pokemon that aren't otherwise getting so much experience right now. Actually, I'm gonna get out Jigglypuff. We'll use the Pokeflute now. I agree that this expression of Ghastly, because Mecha Kong and Chad just said the Ghastly sprite here is better than what we have now. I like this expression of Ghastly, and I miss the fact that Ghastly isn't depicted this way now, but I don't like it more than the typical way Ghastly is depicted. Like, there are several different ways Ghastly has been interpreted in various official art and depictions, and I feel like those other forms of it, I miss seeing them, because I feel like whatever expression of this design I see, I end up liking it a lot. And I liked, there was a particular Ghastly in the anime that belonged to an Officer Jenny in the Orange Islands that it was always just like doing goofy pranks and stuff like that, and I like when Pokemon are given a lot of character. Like with a particular horse might just be really goofy and like to, you know, steal people's hats and, you know, nibble, you know, people on the back of the neck and just do silly stuff that, you know, I'm not being naughty, I'm just being silly, you know, just, you know, those little personal quirks. I like when they do that in the Pokemon anime, but what I'm doing right now is I'm gonna use the Pokeflute. Okay. There we go. Yeah, and this Ghastly sprite really plays into the amorphous sort of gas nature of it, whereas more modern depiction of Ghastly make it a very specific sort of solid ball. What I sort of imagine Ghastly as looking like, and it's not something I see them do in the games, if they're going to depict Ghastly as solid, like, I would imagine Ghastly not as something, not as a solid object that light shines on, but something that you could see in terms of the absence of light around it. It's not that it sucks up light, it's just that light fails to illuminate it, so you just have this sort of void, but not in terms of like, oh, it's like a something that's sucking in light, it's just something that light fails to illuminate, and then you just see like the eyes and the fangs, is how I kind of imagine Ghastly appearing. So, we will go now back to... Yeah, let's send out Pikachu. And we did not get put to sleep. We will use Thunder Wave to hopefully... Yes, okay, good. We're going to paralyze them. They paralyzed us. We paralyzed them, they put us to sleep. Makes it sound like they came off worse for wear. We will again use the Pokeflute, which is conveniently already pre-selected in our inventory. Doggone, Ghastly's going really crazy with all these status inflictions. But Confusion is a status, so to speak, but it's not one that can be cured with an item. You have to wait it out. And Gen 2 onwards, you can use a Bitter Berry to auto-cure poison if it's equipped to a Pokemon, or use it from your inventory. But there's no purchasable item typically that will cure poison. You have to grow it or find it from a tree. So we will use Thunder Shock, yeah. Yeah, you overcame the confusion. No, you hurt yourself. Doggone. Why'd you use Confuse Ray again? You know he's already confused, okay? But we broke through it. Dealt some more damage. This is an attack that can be pretty brutal, but we survived it. And yeah, we'll use Thunder Shock again. Because you fell asleep, okay. Hopefully wake up. We will use, are they no. Go ahead, use the Poke Flute. Hopefully they are, we don't get knocked out this next turn. Okay, they're fully paralyzed, good. That's our chance to heal up. We will use a Lemonade. Guaranteed a full heal with the amount. Yeah, Lemonade heals 80 HP and Pikachu has like 82, so we could anticipate that it was going to fully heal them. So simple arithmetic. And I was about to use Ghastly. Yeah, I don't feel like going. Actually, no, we'll use Thunder Wave and then swap out, because I don't feel like going through all that again, so Pikachu can get more EXP. I think Nightshade, there's like some concrete formula as to how much damage it'll do. But for now, yeah, let's bring out Gyarados. I believe it always, like, it always does 20% of their total HP or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. We will, yeah, let's use Dragon Rage. No! Okay. Come on, break through it, break through it! Yeah! Okay. I don't know if it's their total HP or just... Yeah, let's... If this gets... Okay, they're getting knocked out this turn. And they're gonna use Haunter. Yeah, let's send out Charizard. Okay. Now if we... There we go. Oh yeah, why did I use Slash on the only ghost type, a physical attack, the only ghost type in the game? Yeah, the Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar are the only ghost type Pokemon in Gen 1. So it's like a typing that's unique to just that one Pokemon, pretty much. It's kind of wild. Kind of an odd thing to happen. Okay, so if we... And... Yeah! Level 39. I lost after all. 990. We're making our money back that we spent on all those items. We already have more than 2,000 Poke-Yen. But we're gonna use... Nah, no, for our money's worth, we gotta use a Lemonade on Gyarados. And it still hasn't even fully, but we could definitely use a Soda Pop on Pikachu here. We won't heal Charizard yet, especially since we're going to put them on the bottom of the list since they're the first to get to level 39. And if we check our player's guide real quick, So if we go down here and check, okay, Pikachu... so we're on the wrong end. We gotta go all the way up here. Check on. We want to get we gotta get Pikachu up to level 43 so that they learn Thunder. And at that point, we will go ahead and evolve them into Raichu. And so right now, yeah, they already learned. They're gonna learn Agility soon. Huh? We can't unlearn the H. Yeah, and I guess Thunder is, unless it only has a few power points. We're going to use that to replace, we want to keep Thunder Wave, we have to keep Flash, that's mandatory since it's an HM move, we have no option to ever get rid of that, but I knew that this was going to take place, but, we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna switch Charizard with Pikachu, save the game. Continue on. Okay. Alright, we'll try this one now. Okay, that's one we already been to. That's one we already been to. You we've already been to. I believe that's everyone. I believe in good faith that we have actually reached the boss, the gym leader. And she's gonna give us a TM. Okay, yeah, it's when they don't automatically challenge you. When it's a unique sprite and she doesn't automatically challenge us, we're gonna save. We know it's the gym leader. And we have a Kalakaboy redeeming a new Sword or Lore reading, which we will go ahead and fulfill before we do our boss battle against Sabrina. Yeah, some really good. I'm learning a lot about the deep lore and history. Like this is most of the stuff I'm learning about the Skarloey Railway is new information. So Skarloey is now the line's terminal station. As mentioned above, from Easter to Michaelmas, most trains traverse the loop using the northwest face of the platform. Local passenger and goods trains, however, bypass the loop running directly to Skarloey Station along the old main line. They use the east face of the platform. Beyond the platform are a run-around loop, sidings, locomotive and carriage sheds, and a depot for goods in transit, which is picked up here for delivery by Sodor Roadways vans. Sodor Roadways coaches meaning buses, meet all principal trains, thus providing connections to and from the Coldie Fell Railway, Peel Godred, and Harwick. As mentioned above, Seamus Turbach built a ropework self-acting incline for his building materials and left it for the conveyance of luggage, coal, and other commodities. This is still in use, though now time expired and somewhat unreliable. Expensive repairs are needed. It has not been marked on the map, and its continuation is in doubt. Now that the Sodor Island Council has regarded the road to the village, Sodor Roadways may be able to provide a cheaper and better service. The matter is now under discussion. Also not marked on the map because it is a very recent development, is a funicular railway from the station to the village for the convenience of residents and visitors. It was opened in September 1985 and is a venture undertaken and financed jointly by the railway company and hotel keepers. The railway undertook its construction and holds 51% of the shares. The hotel proprietors hold the remaining 49%. So this book was released in like 1986, and so this information is 40 years out of date. And the latest information about the railway, about the island of Sodor, came out in the reissue of Christopher Awdry's book that just came out a few months ago, actually. And I have a copy of it, but I have not reread it. This was written by his father, Wildren Awdry. And Azurus is saying, so is this real or not? The railway, the island of Sodor is completely fictional, but it has its own history that ties in with our own real world. so you'll have, you know, we learn things about how actual real life events like the rise of Oliver Cromwell in the British mainland played into the history of the island of Sodor. The latest events, Sodor's history has been covered up into the year 2025, actually. But the latest developments, I have not actually be current on because I haven't read the newest book yet. It only was just published a few months ago. So let's go ahead and challenge Sabrina. I had a vision of your arrival. I have had psychic powers since I was a child. I first learned to bend spoons with my mind. I dislike fighting, but if you wish, I will show you my powers. Sabrina wants to fight. Sabrina sent out Kadabra. Go Beedrill! We'll use... Like, I'm honest, like, that reading, like, I'm very physically exhausted right now, and that's with me taking breaks every hour. Like, we'll use Toxic. Yeah, I really am, like, very I have good posture. I'm taking it, like, doggone. Ugh. Alright, so, okay. Yeah, we'll bring out Jigglypuff. We'll put them to sleep. They're gonna use Psybeam on us. Okay. Like, yeah, but it's like, I don't know, I've just had these weird, I guess, exhaustion symptoms. They do not happen when I'm just sitting here using my computer, just like normal. Yeah, it's very, like, I can't, if I could actually stream 4 or 5 hours like a normal streamer, I don't know, I'd probably be able, who knows where I could be in terms of streaming, but dealing with what I have, so we'll talk about what I have and not what could be, and we'll go ahead and revive Beedrill. And, okay, we're gonna use a Soda Pop, we're gonna get them to max HP. Did I ever get into Buffy? I remember... the only episode I remember is the one episode that Paul Rubens was in, I think, or was he in one of the movies? And I think I saw it, like, in the 90s. I have not followed Buffy. In fact, I still have to... I never got to contact you. You recommended a certain book, a certain mecha or mech-adjacent book called Armor that sounded interesting. But I have a backlog... I have a major backlog of books on my X4 right now as it is. And I'm breaking it in by reading through the Golden Compass, which I have not read in a number of years. And actually... No, this is the time to use a lemonade. We're gonna definitely put you to sleep again. Nah! Of course they're gonna use Psybeam. Nice. This is what we want to see, right? Okay. So we're gonna use a lemonade. Yeah, and like one of the books I have is like a 10, like probably like a 30 to 50 page like college thesis on like identity within the furry fandom, which sounds very interesting, but we're gonna use a lemonade right there. Okay. So we're gonna fight using... Okay. So we're gonna we're gonna bring out Beedrill. Okay, you just have to stay asleep for a couple more turns. Yes, good. We're still asleep. And when I say, like, symptoms, I mean, like, I feel like tingling, like, in my limbs and like, these things do not happen when I'm just sitting at the computer. And I don't know if it's just because I'm talking. It must be because I'm talking, but I'm, like, maintaining good. It's been a thing since I first started streaming. We're gonna use Toxic. And I'm using water. I drink water. That's not a problem. I never needed like a water redeem. Okay, so we're gonna use Toxic. Okay, good. They're still asleep. Okay. Oh yeah, it didn't occur to me that we're gonna have to wait till they wake up and hope it hits like the same turn that they wake up, I guess, is what's gonna have to happen. Okay. Oh, doggone. That's like the worst. Why? How could I get that unlucky? That it did not take. Doggone. This tactic isn't gonna work. Yeah. It did not occur to... You know what? We're gonna have to use... Okay. We're gonna have to use Thunder Wave if I'm gonna try to pull this off. Okay. Okay, that did not go the way I hoped, but okay. Now we're gonna have to use Revive on Beedrill. Actually, yeah, we're gonna use... no! Ugh! I used... Okay, fine, but that's not what I intended to do. Yeah, I actually intended to heal Pikachu and use Flash a few times, but... Alright, we're gonna have to try to... Doggone! Ugh! Okay, fine, we're gonna have to use actual, like... brute force to... Oh, wow. If I... Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, okay. We'll bring out... Yeah, Gyarados. We will use, Revive on Beedrill. Yeah, Kadabra's kind of OP. But we will use a Lemonade. We'll hope that... Okay, we're gonna use... Dragon Rage. Yeah, Bite... Gyarados' Bite would be super effective in Gen 2. Because Bite goes from being a normal type move to being a dark type move, and dark type was basically created specifically to counter how ridiculously strong psychics are in Gen 1. We're gonna use... Okay, oh, now you want to be fully paralyzed, okay. No, that's Bum Bum. Okay. Yeah, let's start reviving some guys. We want Pikachu back. We're definitely not going to be relying on anyone leveling up because the HP, the EXP is going to be spread pretty thin with all the Pokemon that participated in this battle so far. I think like 3 or 4 of my Pokemon out of 6 have I'll use it on Gyarados. No, we want to use a Lemonade on Pikachu. Oh, come on. Come on. Hey, we're good. And it was a critical hit, but almost used that on Pikachu. That would have sucked. Yeah, but we'll use... Nice! I was not expecting to knock him out this turn. Great. Beedrill, Gyarados, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, and Wow, 5 out of my 6 Pokemon. Only Nidorino did not participate in that. Yes, we will bring out Beedrill. And if you're not gonna spam that stupid Psybeam this time. Nice. You wasted a whole bunch of power points for Alright, now we'll bring out Jigglypuff and use we'll use Defense Curl and wait it out. Oh, come on. Let me get off at least one Defense Curl first, but jeez. Okay. Critical hit. Hit 2 times. Hurt by poison. And... yeah, we'll use a... yeah, let's use that. Well, hey. This is... We're built for this. This is a minor inconvenience during which we will actually go ahead and we're gonna this is what we're built for. In fact, we're actually going to deal some damage, get this over a little faster. Yeah, this is severely poisoned at this point. Hey, and they leveled up. We will be... yes, I'll send out Charizard for this. Yeah, we're gonna use Ember, a Fire-type move, which is super effective against bug types. But they do no psychic moves like, yeah, okay. Yeah, poisoned. Okay. Knock them out. We only have one more Pokemon left to deal with. About to use Alakazam. Okay. We will use... why did they waste a turn on recover? Okay. And see how much damage we can deal. Okay, they regained health, but... we're going to, this may be a bad idea, but I'm actually going to deal as much damage as I can without healing Charizard. And, I mean, if they're just going to use that infinitely, I'm going to need to adopt a different approach, okay? If you use this, I'm hoping they waste this turn. Okay, good, it missed, okay. So we'll use... come on, survive! Nice, okay. We basically just won this battle as far as I'm concerned, as long as they don't use like full restore or anything like that. Yeah, there's no number of times they can use restore or recover or whatever that is. Yeah, we basically just won from my perspective. Yeah, recover. That's nice. Yeah, because the badly poison is going to do more damage to them every single turn, while we just buckle down with our defenses. Ah! Well, even so, we're going to continue to, yeah, okay, so they'll keep doing that, but the poison's going to deal more damage every single turn, and they eventually won't be able to, recover their way out of the amount of damage we'll deal to them. Yeah, that da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, that's like a very, like, impactful sound to me. It feels like it's really, like, tearing through my, Pokemon. And, that is the battle. Gyarados gained 570. And we defeated Sabrina. I'm shocked, but a loss is a loss. I admit I didn't work hard enough to win. You earned the Marsh Badge. You know what's odd? Like I feel like some of the trainers give you the badge while you're in the battle with them, and then some of them give it to you after the battle. The Marsh Badge makes Pokemon up to level 70 obey you. Stronger Pokemon will become wild, ignoring your orders in battle. Just don't raise your Pokemon too much. Wait, please take this TM with you. Got 46? It's Psywave who uses powerful psychic waves to inflict damage. Everyone has psychic power. People just don't realize it. Perhaps a fascinating prospect. But we'll go ahead. Use an escape rope to get our tail out of here. Normally, we have 17 minutes left. What I would typically like to do is, well, we will definitely, let's see, you're at level 39. Yeah, put you down at the bottom of the list with Charizard. We will be healing our Pokemon. What I would like to do is, like, stock up and get ready to travel to the next area. But I'm very physically, like it's like a, not painful, but it's just the strangest physical sensation, and it's really bad tonight, more so than usual. It's the reason my streams often don't go past 3 hours, unfortunately, and we're 20 minutes shy of that, and that's with me taking 2 6-minute breaks in the stream already. And I've seen people like, oh, sorry, I've taken a 10-minute break and I've only been on 4 hours, and I just can't do it. But, yeah, thanks for the support, Mega Kong, and thanks for the support, all of you, in chat, whether you are active in chat or standing guard in the Silent Squad. But let's see, who's around? Anyone I'll go ahead and just end the stream without a raid today, but I will be back on the 28th, excuse me, March 28th. Why is it, I updated it to say the 14th, and it, like, reverted for whatever reason. But, I'll be back on the 14th, Saturday the 14th, in a week. Yeah, and the thing is, there's nothing, I've tried everything over the years to try to, just some days I can and some days I can't. It's very frustrating. But this is part of the reason I've been on Pokemon for 3 calendar years at this point. But I will see you all next time. And thank you very much for watching.